In Antarctica, there is no welcome, only permission to endure. This is not just a story, but a challenge rooted in real survival. A single man steps into the world's most unforgiving ice, where every breath, every step demands a price. To stay inside this true journey of endurance, subscribe and walk into the cold with him. Every mile forward is a contract with the cold, signed not in ink, but in strength, patience, and pain. Direction is life here. Lose it, and the ice does not forgive. It decides your end without hesitation. Out here, distance is a predator, silent, patient, and always closing in. Every step forward demands something in return. Energy, warmth, pieces of the body you may never get back. The cold doesn't rush. It waits, watching quietly as the body weakens. Mistakes here are never small. One error is enough for the ice to claim you. Once you step into Antarctica, it never steps away from you. The ice looks solid until it remembers how to lie. What appears safe can vanish in a heartbeat. Here, the ground is a question mark. Every step asks whether it will hold or betray. One careless pull, one wrong angle, and the ice collects its debt without mercy. The land itself has learned how to kill. Weather is no longer the enemy, terrain is. Every knot is a promise you pray never to test, yet know one day you might. Caution is slower than fear, but it lasts longer when survival is on the line. The ice doesn't chase you, it waits, knowing time is on its side. Survival here is not speed, it's restraint. The ice doesn't warn you when it decides. One moment is calm, the next is collapse. One step too far is all it takes. There are no second chances written into the snow. Gravity always gets the first move. Survival depends on what holds after. There is no bottom you can see, only the one your mind imagines in the dark. Let go and the story ends. Hold on and suffering continues. Hope here is measured in inches, not miracles. You don't escape the ice. You negotiate with it breath by breath. Between life and death, there is only the rope. The crevasse doesn't rush. It waits for weakness, for shaking hands, for doubt. Every knot is a decision made long before the fall and judged after it. Luck is not mercy, but sometimes it buys just enough time. Sometimes survival means refusing the easy ending. Inch by inch, life argues back against the pull of death. The wall doesn't care how tired you are. Ice has no sympathy. The surface is never guaranteed, only earned. He didn't conquer the ice, he survived it. Survival pauses only when the body forces it to stop. Pain doesn't scream in the cold, it waits quietly. The body begins to shed what it can no longer protect. In the absence of medicine, instinct takes over. It doesn't have to heal, it only has to last. Stopping is surrender, movement is survival. Every step now costs more than the last. He walks not because he can, but because he must. The mind begins to wander where the body has already walked. Shapes appear in the white, and the white answers back. Even food can deceive the senses here. The poison whispers, and the wind echoes those lies. When alone, the mind becomes its own company. The rope doesn't lie, the ice doesn't lie. Reality is measured in steps, not in sight. The mind falters, but the journey does not stop. Two voices are gone, leaving only the wind to answer. He is alone now, yet survival allows no pause. Grief cannot halt the march, only the body can. Each step is paid for in frozen blood and aching bones. In a world without companions, the horizon becomes both enemy and guide. The gear is the lifeline. The mind negotiates with it. A single man carries the weight of what was once many. Alone, he moves forward, each step a testament to the will to live. The ridge ahead promises salvation, but every step must be earned. Every inch forward is a negotiation with the ice. Even small obstacles become mountains when the body is broken. Pain is a companion now, and silence the only witness. The horizon is both enemy and ally. He must keep moving. Direction is the only promise the ice will keep. The end of this hell is visible, but it still demands everything. He has survived the ice, step by bloody step, but the journey is not over. Salvation appears in a small bundle, proof that he is not forgotten. Every morsel is more than food, it is proof of life. The message tells him he is not alone in this frozen world. In endless white, even a small gesture becomes monumental. Resupply is not just food, it is human connection. Every movement now carries weight and hope. Even a step forward is a victory here. Supplied and reminded of life beyond the ice, he continues. Every step forward is borrowed time. The ice has taken everything it can, but it still falls. Lows him. Then something changes. The wind carries a smell he hasn't known for months, salt. The ocean, alive, moving, proof that the world beyond the ice still exists. The sea still fights back. It moves, it breathes, But even water cannot outrun this cold forever. The wind sharpens, movement turns heavy, the living sea begins to surrender. Before his eyes, motion becomes silence. Even the ocean bows to Antarctica. He has reached the edge of the world, but survival has not finished testing him yet. This is not the end. The ice has released him, but the fight is not over. To stay inside this true survival story, to witness what comes next, subscribe and remain part of the journey.